Andy was born in East Belfast in 1988, attended Knocknagonie and Avonneal primary schools, then Orangefield Secondary. A self-confessed messer at school, Andy had no idea what he wanted to do after education until he saw an advertisement for the British Army on television.
At the age of 17, I joined the military. I underwent basic training in Catterick in England. After roughly 6 months of training, which had its highs and its lows, I joined up with my regiment, the 1st Battalion, the Royal Irish Regiment, in Inverness in Scotland. In March 2008, we then deployed to Afghanistan, and after roughly 4.5 months in theatre, I was unfortunately caught up in a Taliban improvised explosive device, which resulted in me losing both my legs above the knee and also burning my face and eyes, leaving me visually impaired to this day. Without the immediate support of my colleagues and friends that day, it's likely I wouldn't have survived. They put themselves in harm's way in order to extract me to safety and medical treatment, which saved my life. This is something I'll never be able to fully repay them for.
After months of rehabilitation in England, Andy returned home to Northern Ireland, unsure of what his future as a 20-year-old double amputee would be.
With the help of family and friends who'd helped me along my recovery journey, I became active in veteran support services here in Northern Ireland. Many veterans along my recovery journey were highlighting to me that services here in Northern Ireland could be better. They could be improved. They felt that they were falling through the gaps and the cracks of service provision, and I wanted to get involved in veteran support services here in Northern Ireland.
In 2011, Andy created a charity to support veterans and their families. He decided that he should use the profile that his injuries had created to raise awareness and support for those who were falling between the cracks. For this work, Andy was awarded an MBE for services to veterans and their families in 2019.
When I received notification that I was to receive an MBE in the Queen's New Year's Honours List, it came as a complete shock. I was surprised to receive such an award, but I accepted that award on behalf of the many volunteers who work day and night to deliver services for veterans and their families right across Northern Ireland. It was through my work supporting veterans here in Northern Ireland that I became interested in politics. Up to then, I had no real interest in politics. In fact, if anybody had said to me that I'd become involved in politics, I wouldn't have believed them. I then became involved in the Ulster Unionist Party, working on the ground on day-to-day issues that affect individuals and families, housing, social security, social justice issues and much, much more. For me, it was an absolute honour to continue to serve.
In 2015, Andy was asked to replace the Ulster Unionist MLA for East Belfast, Michael Copeland, who had to step down due to illness.
Michael had a fantastic record of service and delivery for the people of East Belfast. This is something that I've always admired. When I was asked to replace Michael in the Northern Ireland Assembly to represent the people of East Belfast, this was something that I couldn't turn down.
Andy was co-opted to the Assembly as the UUP MLA for East Belfast. In 2016 and 2017, the people of East Belfast selected him again to represent them through 2 Assembly elections. As an MLA, Andy has held the community's brief for the Ulster Unionist Party for the last 6 years, championing issues including housing, addressing poverty and a range of social justice issues.
Northern Ireland deserves MLAs who work hard to represent the people. For me, that's providing a strong voice on issues that matter most, whether that be in relation to the energy crisis, the lack of social and affordable housing or poverty. Since 2015, it's been an immense honour serving the people of East Belfast in the Northern Ireland Assembly, providing a strong voice on the issues that matter most. As a young lad growing up here in East Belfast, I could never have imagined having that opportunity.
On May the 5th, you can again return Andy Allen to Stormont, allowing him to continue serving East Belfast. Vote Andy Allen #1.